That Swarnendu Bhushan, the co-head of research at Prabhudas Lilladher, joins in now. Swarnendu, Q1 was weak. The expectation, as Sonal pointed out, is that this weakness will continue. There's destocking, price erosion, China dumping, etc. But does this, how long do you expect this weakness to, continue for the chemical stocks? And at what point do the stocks bottom out even before demand does?
So, very nicely put up by Sonal as to what are the concerns on the sector right now. And we don't anticipate that the weakness that we are witnessing in agrochemical demand per se, or maybe textile per se, where a lot of dyes, pigments, and other chemicals go as intermediates over there. We don't see any normalization of demand, say 6 months down the road as well. So from that perspective, it's quite a while before the demand starts normalizing and the margins start improving for most of the chemical companies.
Okay, any standouts at all to your mind in this particular earnings season?
So what has happened is that crude, we have seen that almost 10% improvement quarter on quarter from $78 to $87 per barrel. And most of the feedstock which go into these specialty chemical companies like benzene, toluene, phenol, they have also commensurately jumped almost 10 to 12% quarter on quarter. And that amidst a weak demand scenario will be catastrophic for the margins, EBITDA margins of the companies in Q2 per se. On the other side, you would see that fluorspar prices, for example, quarter on quarter, we have seen marginal decline in that. Acrylonitrile also, we have seen that marginal decline in prices have been there quarter on quarter. So that could benefit Vinati Organics, for example, the main product being ATBS, which goes into drilling and water treatment. And we have seen that crude oil prices strengthening means that you will see rig counts will keep on increasing, and along with that you will see that ATBS realization and your demand will also improve. So we expect that Vinati could do better. Some improvement as has already been pointed out in Navin Fluorine. Since in first quarter they had shut down in the HFO segment. So from that perspective, these two companies are the ones that you could watch out.
What's the target price on Navin Fluorine and Vinati? And do you have any sell calls?
So on Navin Fluorine, you could see 12-15% upside from here, and similar upsides in Vinati Organics too. We recently came out with a reduced note on Deepak Nitrite. So stock is holding well around 2100 odd, and we expect that stock to correct down to 1800 odds within a year, as we see that a lot of phenol capacities are being put up in China. So within last few months itself, they have installed roughly 1 million ton of phenol capacities, whereas China used to be a net importer of, say, close to 400,000 metric ton a year. So we are expecting that as China moves towards self-sufficiency in phenol and later on becomes a net exporter of phenol, you would see structural headwinds in phenol margins, which will be affecting Deepak Nitrite adversely.
Okay, so Navin and Vinati on the better side of things, and Deepak Nitrite perhaps gets hurt more in the coming quarters. Thank you very much for joining us. Great speaking with you and getting that perspective.